The test whether we have forgiven someone is not whether we remember the incident, but in the attitudes and the behaviors we exhibit. We know now we have forgiven someone when we are no longer controlled by the pain. In other words, remember the occurrence, but it no longer has the power or the control of our thinking and behavior. And that's what I've learned in 37 years. My heart goes out to the students at Kent. They have a lot on their shoulders, but you can be proud for being here. That's why we keep coming back. That's what this whole thing is about. That's why we keep coming back. By talking to your families, friends, communicating is the best thing. That's kind of what went wrong 37 years ago. There was no communication. People were afraid. And now we have the opportunity to express ourselves to each other and come to some conclusion that the war is no good. War is no good. Every time I hear something about soldiers being killed, it breaks my heart. I can just imagine how it feels. I can imagine the mothers and fathers of the 4 students, and also the people who were injured here at Kent State. It's not a way to live. We can't live like this no more. We got to get along. We have a purpose here. We can utilize it and do lots of positive things for people and get back the way we were. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody. I wrote my speech while I was sitting up there, surrounded by the memorials to the fallen students. So it's not going to be so much as I usually speak about. You guys all know the crimes of the Bush administration. They match exactly almost the crimes of the Nixon administration. I'm for impeachment. I'm for impeachment. I don't want to stop there. I want to imprison these people this time. They need to be tried for war crimes, and they need to spend the rest of their lives in an Abu Ghraib-like prison. A few thoughts that I would like to share with you. My first thought was about the randomness of violence. The 4 students who were killed that day just happened to occupy the same place as a National Guard bullet at the same time. Unlike the ones who were wounded that awful day, the bullets happened to coincide with vitally important parts of their bodies, killing them. The places where the slain students fell are marked in memoriam to the stupidity and permanence of violence. One day I would love to travel to Sadr City, Baghdad, and see the spot where my son's brain collided with an insurgent's bullet, taking his life by the same entity and on the same day that Martin Luther King Jr. was killed, April 4th. This same entity took the lives of the young people at Kent State, Jackson State, Virginia Tech, Columbine High School, Vietnam, Iraq, Afghanistan, and all the myriad of South American countries that the USA has intruded in over the years. This force is hatred fueled by ignorance, hatred exploited by the corporate war machine, and hatred perpetuated by the corporate whores that run our government. It is so urgent if we want to give a earth that is peaceful and sustainable to our children. It's time for us to put our warm bodies on the line. still standing strong like they did, unwavering like they did, standing in the face of violence, hatred, and greed, working for peace. They will live forever. Thank you.